Sorry, guys. I'm sure that was loud. I apologize. I tried to get to my mic mute button in time and didn't make it. Hopefully I haven't been muted this whole time. If so, we just haven't talked at all. So, alright. And, if I've been muted this whole time, I apologize. Let's go up to the Marauders Guild. Bye-bye, Carbuncle. Vernzoon, welcome back, Kev. Your actions have saved many from needless injury and anguish. But though your efforts are to be commended, there is yet much work to be done. Kujata, the object of your vengeance, has trampled a farmer's wagon as he thundered through the lands of Tiller's Rest. The foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain. Oh, the foodstuffs spilled from the overturned wain have attracted all manner of hungry predators. Without produce for the market, the farmers will surely suffer for coin this season. Your duty is thus clear. Put down these rapacious scavengers and preserve the cargo. Alright. As a marauder, investigate the wain wagon, basically. We have to do that in Middle Lenosia. Let's go over to Summerford Farms. Oh, Clahia's in Middle Lenosia, too. And this thing's convenient for us. I love choral music, so most of my mounts are involved, you know. My favorite ones are always involving choral music. Overturned wain. I have my chocobo out because I know there's going to be trouble. But wait, there's more. Foul breath. Poor Cardinal. It's not foul breath, that's fire breath. Good lord. Oh, we have an instance here. Level sync is in effect. I am Foreseer Clahia of Melvain's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Boilstock says, nasty, sneaky peekers. Gabbies spit uplander nosy eyes on stabby iron. Nasty inspectors. We goblins will put you on a pike, you nosy people. Clea says, a predictably aggressive response. Very well, Gav. Remember what we discussed. Yeah, I'm supposed to remember 1,345 options here. Switch to combat pattern 2538, evasive maneuvers. Oh, let's get out of there. Clea says, your attack gives me ideas. It's like, great, let's just kill these things first. No wonder your reflexes suck. You're not actually committing to the battle. You're just standing there talking. Nicely done. Adaptation, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the ability of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or shoring up your weaknesses? Strengths. Oh ho! Again you respond as the guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability for your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. 97%. But I guess 3% of the time we're either dead or disabled. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Dubergheim. Until next we meet, I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Okay. I think... is that... Alright, yeah, we gotta go back to Limsa. Kind of handy to do these, like, 2 at a time. Back from the field, Gav, Clea contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Actually, that should be a pretty basic lesson. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Well, that's what you do training for first. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor edge of your mind. I don't know that I really need any of these. Oh yeah, I already got those. Alright, we'll take the other goodies there. Topaz Teachings. Acting Guildmaster Thubergheim wishes to inform you of an important task. Yes, please, let's get some better skills. You seem tired, Gav. Are you sleeping properly? One's reasoning can suffer without sufficient rest and recuperation. This is the only game I've ever played where the NPCs encourage you to rest, right? Like, every other game I've been, you know, it's go, 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 go. Should you deem yourself fit for duty, pray make your way down to the practice floor. Foreseer Clea has requested you accompany her on another official inspection. There is, however, a requirement for your participation. The Foreseer will explain the situation. Please give me more skills. I wanted to get these guys to level 15 because then I can do roulettes with them, like the leveling roulette, which is perfect for getting extra XP for leveling between like 15-ish and 50. Hunt logs are a great one. Leaves are great. Fates are really good, especially if you're close to the level. And, of course, doing these job quests. I was beginning to think I'd miscalculated, Gav. Thank you for coming. I will soon be boarding a trading vessel suspected of smuggling. All merchant ships that make use of Limsa Laminza's ports are subject to inspection by Melvin's Gate assessors. It is a routine I perform daily. In the case of smugglers, however, there's a 75% probability of encountering resistance. Thus, I would appreciate your company during this assignment. Yeah, there's probably 100%. I don't know any smuggler who really wants to have the cops come. It is now that we must discuss the requirement of which you were informed. Though I have full confidence in your martial expertise, it is imperative that you first acquire the ability to summon Topaz Carbuncle. Such knowledge will be released to you contingent on your acceptance of this duty. Do you accept the duty? No, we're gonna, stay stuck at this level forever. Very good. The arcane entity given form by the Topaz geometry will further expand your offensive capabilities. With such an ally at your command, even the harshest of enemies will falter before you. Indeed, we will not conduct these dangerous spot inspections without its support. Please return to Mistress Thubergeim and inform her of your participation. I will rejoin you once I have completed some final adjustments to my tactical formulae. Alright, let's go talk to her. That's easy. I mean, I have to go up there and talk to her. Sometimes you go, why do they have you do this? Go down the stairs, talk to Clea, go back upstairs, talk to the guildmaster. At least it's easy. You've agreed to accompany the Foreseer, then I shall gladly instruct you in the use of Topaz Carbuncle. Pray, do not hesitate to employ this entity in combat should the inspection turn sour. Alright. Alright. Over the rails, Acting Guildmaster Thubergeim is awaiting the arrival of the inspection party members. Clea says, the mercenaries, Geisfrin and Erstoda? Why do you give us the charred names to pronounce, Square? The mercenaries, Geisfrin and Erstoda, are here to assist with the inspection. Thubergeim says, both are old hands when it comes to escorting Clea during her more dangerous duties. Geisfrin, well met, Gav. My spells are at your disposal. Erstoda says, this won't be the first time we're expecting trouble, but as long as we follow the Foreseer's tactics and keep a clear head, we'll come through just fine. Clea says, the Morning Star is preparing to dock in Aleport. We will meet our first challenge, however, before we even board the vessel. It is almost a certainty that the, quote, merchant ship, unquote, has hired a thug or two to accost us at the pier. I calculate the probability at 98%. The crew wish to avoid attacking us on deck, you see, as that would all but trumpet their criminal intentions to the world at large. Now, once we do manage to clear the rails, we will face a deck crowded with armed sailors. For a small party such as ours, the most effective strategy will be to incapacitate individual foes as swiftly as possible. Each opponent we down is one less weapon raised against us. It is imperative that we do not allow ourselves to become tangled in multiple drawn-out skirmishes, lest we be overwhelmed. I call this stratagem hammerfall. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. Keep those words in mind, Gav. It is time we departed. Let us regroup before the main gates of Aleport. Hey, how are you? Yeah. I wanted to have something else to level, because Dragoon, let's see, my Bard is in the 90s and Dragoon is at 80 now. Let's go to the Marauders Guild, turn this other one in, pick up the next one. And a tank! I'm trying a tank. My FC mates know I love DPS. I hate playing anything else. Vernson says, once again, your capacity for carnage has been tested and proven. The creatures you defeated, however, were merely some of the many base scavengers that subsist on the scraps left in the wake of Kujata's rampages. To face Kujata himself, you yet require far more training, but do not despair, Gav. We're here to help, basically. As Axemaster and fellow Marauder, this I swear, I will not rest until I have taught you how to wring every last ounce of power from your weapon, until the blade of your axe can slice cleanly through the thickest hide, the most knotted muscle, the densest bone. He's like dramatic, isn't he? This menace will fall by your hand. I don't know what I've got on armor-wise. Got a feeling everything is better than what he's doing there. Yeah. Alright, bronze pieces it is. I think I got that axe, too. Ooh, I leveled up. Ex-Master Vernzoon has a new task for you to undertake. I see you have been diligent in your training. You need not tell me in words. It shows in your bearing, in your unwavering gaze. It is time for you to once more lift your axe in service to the guild. There have been reports of a sizable creature roaming the outskirts of Aleport in western Lenosia. This monster is no Kujata, but the threat it presents to the locals is nonetheless sufficient to warrant our attention. It should also prove a worthy foe to test your burgeoning prowess. How to find this beast? Well, I am fortunate enough to count among my acquaintances a veteran hunter and archer by the name of Reinfrid. He took up residence in Aleport some years ago and will gladly aid you in this task. With Reinfrid's assistance, you are to track down this prowling danger and provide a swift and bloody passage to the afterlife. May your axe swing true. Okay, off to Aleport we go. Okay, where in Aleport do we gotta go? I'm gonna fly over there for them. Don't want to drive. I guess he's in here. Maybe? Oh, yep, there he is. Oh, one of Wernzoon's boys, are ya? Why, I've known that sprat since he was knee-high to well, he was always kind of a big fellow, was Vernzoon. And now they call him Axemaster, eh? Not a subtle lot, you marauders. So, I suppose you're here to hunt down our, quote, local trouble? What you need do, then, is take yourself northwest up towards Camp Skull Valley and give a good whistle. The mean bugger you're after, his name's Patripatan, by the way, will come running across the weeded plains. He'll think you're trespassing on his territory. See, so you better have that cleaver of yours ready. Oshan's blessing be upon ye. Let's go check out Clehia's stuff. Hers might be instance, actually. Oh, let's summon our carbuncle. I don't know why they don't summon your carbuncle, like, automatically. After you, like, die or something like that. Your Stoda says, we're counting on you to cut a path to the landing boat. Geisfrin says, the Foreseer will be safe with us. Clehia says, let us be about our task, Gav. Pray inform the steersman at the pier that we are ready to conduct our inspection. Should violence be offered, you are to execute stratagem hammerfall. Do not forget, your tactics are both your shield and your weapon. Okay. You're with the folks from Melvin's Gate? Hells, I knew there'd be trouble. Ooh, I leveled up. Okay, finally I built enough mojo to summon my carbuncles. Oh, wait. That's not where I need to go. Okay, I went the wrong way. Well then, I'm certainly glad to see you can handle yourself. You'll find the landing boat just down here at the end of this ramp. I'll have no part of what comes next, though. There's no way I ain't in on this. Oh, that pier. Okay. Yep, we got an instanced destination here. Oh, this is scaled up to level 19. Okay. If you're above the maximum allowed level, it'll be synced down. Okay. If you're below that, you're just, you know, out of luck. Deftly handled, Gav. Once again, I am reminded of our guildmaster. Thanks to your efficient response, we shall be able to commence this inspection earlier than I had calculated. We shall board the merchant vessel out in the bay. Erstoda, if you would take the rudder, the morning star awaits. Since our welcoming party at the pier failed to deter us, I expect, with a probability of 85%, that our arrival will incite further belligerence. Let's go for 100%. Why 85? Our objective, however, is not to trade blows, but to gain access to the hold. It may behoove us to employ stratagem hardhead. Created by stratagem inexperienced. The aim of our opponents is to buy time so that suspect goods may be tossed into the ocean. I do not intend to give them that time. We will bull our way towards the cargo hold as quickly as we can. It is a tactic fraught with risk, but one that your presence makes possible. Shall we begin? I am Foreseer Clehia. By the authority of Melvin's Gate, I request that you surrender your goods for assessment. Morningstar Navigator says, well, now your timing couldn't be worse, lass. The old door's all rusted up, you see. Bloody thing won't open. You'll have to come back another day after we've fixed the hinges. I will see that cargo now. Any vessel entering a port of Limsa Laminza is bound by law to submit to a routine inspection. Navigator says, the law, is it? Lads, I reckon it's time our guest had himself a little accident. Pitch him over the side. How about no? Alright. Heartstopper is the name of the skill. Nice. But wait, there's more. Cut Ripper. But wait, there's more. Target not in range. Standing right in front of me, man. This is a tough little bugger to kill. What is a Falmadare? You'd have to look that one up. A masterful display, Gav. Now we can finally gain access to their cargo. Oof! What have we here, then? It's one of the bitch admiral's lapdogs scampering about me ship. You're just like your mistress, always sticking your nose in where it ain't invited. No, it can't be. Ha! Recognized me pretty face, did you? That's lovely. Very lovely. But you were caught, exiled. I obviously escaped. Erstoda, Forseer, are you hurt? Can you stand? Stay back! You stay back away from me! Forseer, please, calm down. What are your orders? I had enough of your whimpering, and I've certainly had enough of these bloody books. It's clear you ain't learning nothing from them. Reckon it's time you got a different kind of lesson. Clea says, ah! Just passes out. Nice friend. Clea, Nafika, preserve us. She's fainted. We must withdraw. Erstoda says, Gav, quickly, back to the boat. We'll carry the Forseer. Aye, that's right. You slink on back to your mistress, you worthless curs. Erstoda says, we'll take care of Clea. You'd best return to the Arcanist Guild and report to Mr. Stubergein. Okay. Let's, switch over to Marauder and go do that. Whistle to draw at Patripatan and then slay him. That's not too far up the way. Hopefully we don't have to park in a bunch of enemies. I forgot to summon my chocobo. Okay, back to Limsa it is. Back to the Marauders Guild. See what the Axe Master has to say to us. I've been in contact with Reinfred, and he had naught but praise for you, Gav. Your representation of the guild has been exemplary. There's one more task I would have you complete this day, a task that will demonstrate for you just how strong you have become. Report to Scapgim, where he awaits on the bank of the ageless river, and he shall help you unveil the untapped power of your axe. They make things so hard. And I'm sure anybody who speaks the language that this is based on is going, what? It's obvious. This is how you pronounce it. I'm probably making it harder than it really needs to be. It's good to see you well, Gav. Geisfried sent word ahead of your travails. An unfortunate turn of events, but considering the infamous Blackheart you faced, you might have fared much worse. Have you heard of the pirate Dosmaga? He was exiled from Lims and Laminza some years ago, but it appears he has chosen to defy the Admiral's orders. And once more he dares lay a hand on Forseer Clahia. The poor lass must have been terrified. If I had known Dosmaga was aboard that ship, I never would have assigned her that duty. The assessor may require some time to recover. For Clahia, that man is a nightmare made flesh. Though her physical wounds will soon mend, there is little we can do to salve the hurt to her mind. You are concerned? Angry, mayhap? Harness that energy and channel it into your training. I predict we will be needing your skills again before long. Okay. I don't know what I've got here. I got a lot of stuff in here is what I've got a lot of. See if I've got anything more to equip. Oh, nice. Okay. I got some new goodies there. I like this armor. It looks more Marauder-ish than the other stuff. Brutal strength. Okay, back to Middle Enosia. Aye, lad, I know why you're here, and after seeing this big old boulder, I'd wager you know why you're here, too. Gotta hit more rocks. Now, my rock's a bit more of a challenge than those pebbles rock guy had training on. To crack this beauty will require a relatively heavy swing. Impossible, you say? Ha! Vernzoon wouldn't send you out here if he didn't think you capable. Alright. We have to hit it. Hit a rock. Destroy the unmovable boulder with your heavy swing ability. Trying to. Just one whack and it's done. Would you look at that? And on your first attempt too. Well, I guess it's back to the Axe Master for you. Couldn't we have done this like at the in Limsa? I suppose it would have made too much rubble problem. I knew you would return before long. The deafening crack of shattering boulder reached me even here. At least I got awfully good ears, if that's the case. This feat of strength deserves recognition, and you shall have it in the form of a new technique, adopted and perfected by our guild forebears. The tomahawk throw was first devised by pirates as an opening attack on closing enemy vessels. Though we primarily focus on close-quarter combat, you will no doubt find that having a powerful ranged attack at your disposal greatly expands your tactical versatility. I sense that the impending confrontation with Kujata weighs heavily on your mind, Gav, but hurried swings lead to glancing blows. There is no swift road to attaining the peak of mastery you seek, only a steady, measured ascent. Okay. I don't know what we got here. Alright. We learned Tomahawk, which I'm actually going to move. Alright, we got to go back to them at level 20. I don't think we can do anything Arcanist-wise either until then. Yeah. We don't have anything available left for these guys, so... I think we will go back to Dragoon. Or maybe Bard. Haven't decided yet. We're gonna go back to our MSQ. Best served with cold steel. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. I need more coffee. So, I will be right back. Alright, we are back. We're gonna go to Castor Morians. Good thing I checked that. Checked my mic. Alright, we had this quest here. Where we have to, I doubt they've gone much further than the Volodna River. Please hurry before anyone comes to harm. I had to, get this, pilot the Magitech armor to East End and destroy the Garlean drones. Okay. Hopefully I won't aggro anything here. Oh, but wait, there's more. Kind of fun music. I wonder what this music theme is. I don't know that I've heard it before. Alright, back to Captain Luzgers. I think it's Luzgers. Welcome back. I take it the drones have been disposed of then. Excellent work. We were quite fortunate for your presence. Save for Lieutenant Gnibna. I have no idea. Gnibnafa? None of my men can even activate a suit of Magitech armor, let alone pilot one in combat. I only pray that isn't to our detriment in the future. There's still plenty more of those drones out there along Belsar's wall. If any more of them should suddenly stir. At any rate, we will continue working with Garlean Ironworks, so that should such a day come, we will be ready. Right. I try to pick up these ether current quests as they appear. That way when I get to whatever point in the MSQ unlocks the final one, I have flying immediately, because I hate being stuck. I really hate it. Okay. I'm gonna trusty Fenrir and drive over to this other location. Make sure my cardinal's at an hour if I can. Oh, just when I get to Drakesbane. Rendezvous with Raban. It'd be faster to go back to Orion's and come than to go around. Oh, there he is. It looks like we're gonna have an instance quest here. Best served with cold steel. Let me look that up real quick. Alright, the goal is to defeat 12th Legion slashers first. And then if there aren't any Magitech Vanguard 1 prototype, dodge attack markers, stay near Alize so she can heal you. Attack the signifiers and Hoplomachai when they appear. If you get tethered, you want to run away from anything that's tethering you, because they will soon use self-detonate, which will damage you. When a large number of the slashers appear, make them go near Raban so that they will be in range of the blue attack circle and be attacked by Raban's attack. Okay. So, slashers, stay near Alize, prototypes, signifiers and Hoplomachai, and then run away from tethers, and when a bunch of slashers come, go to Raban. Okay. Alice says, my information was inaccurate, it would seem. The patrol never came. I'm gonna get some coffee before I get fighting. All went to plan then. Good. Our scouts report that a unit escorting the prototype weapons has left Castellum Velodina. The resistance is already in position, so we have but to wait for our guests to arrive.
Things looked grim for us after Cartano, didn't they? Oh, how they doubted us. Yet here we are, right as rain, with fancy new toys to put through their paces.
You would think that his cheek would have healed by now. Apparently not.
It's like all my name days have come at once.
This guy's so over the top.
Well, 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 if it isn't Garland's little troublemaker. I can't wait to see the look on Xenos' face when I bring him your head. That is, if my secret weapons here don't grind it into mush! Attack!
Alright, slashers first.
Get after them, damn you!
These guys are hard to kill. Let's go to the prototype.
Now I've got you.
And obviously stay out of the circle, so. And the line attacks. Alright, signifiers first. On your guard, Gav, he's up to something.
You'll be weeping blood.
Alright. Yeah, it's good to run that away from the group too, I think. Got more armor?
Raw Tizona!
I like to get my dots up if I can. I don't know this class nearly as well as I know Reaper, though. There he goes, running again. He who fights and runs. What the? Who in the hells are you lot? For Ala Mhigo, let none escape. The look on his face. We have them now. Forward, forward. Self-detonate. Okay. I don't know if we'll kill him before he detonates. No, my secret weapon!
Oh! Damn it all! Miracles of Magitech design, my arse! I passed harder stools than these piles of scrap. You'll pay for this. Mark my words, the next time we meet will be the last.
You keep thinking that, Grinvald. Grinvad?
Aye, run and tell your viceroy. The day belongs to Ala Mhigo. Yeah! Yeah!
Well done, all of you, says Raban. I'd call this operation a resounding success. Conrad says, can't say I'm surprised. The Bull of Ala Mhigo had an impressive military record before he went west, as I recall. Raban says, credit where it's due, Master Kemp. 'Twas Marshal Tarupin who made this plan, and all of you, resistance and alliance alike, who carried it out to perfection. Conrad says, aye, that they did. Not a single casualty, for which I'm grateful for beyond words. I've no doubt our comrades back at the Reach will feel the same. Raban says, as will ours. Conrad says, it's been a pleasure, General, until the next battle. Minago, I leave the Scions in your care. Raban says, we shall return to the castrum then. Gav, Mistress Levailleur, once more you have my thanks, as Master Kemp said, until the next battle. Alright, what does Alize have to say to us? That brute of an Imperial officer was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't he? A fool, mayhap, but he held his own against the Flame General. Minago says, I've heard the stories, but to actually see you in action, I almost found myself pitying the Imperials. Seriously, though, it was inspirational. But you must be tired of hearing that, eh? I'll keep it simple then. Thanks for the help out there. Oh, what can we take here? We might as well take the axe. I don't know. Does Alize have anything new? Nope. Alright, Minago says she's ready to return to Rauger's Reach. Okay. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Quick travel on over. Elise says, the tale will need to be spread far and wide if it is to help the resistance draw new recruits. Fortunately, Mhigo is eager to see to that. Conrad says, I leave you in my officers' capable hands, and them in yours. Mhigo says, you didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you, without hesitation, and for that we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons, and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Conrad says, aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory. The beginning of a campaign by a united Eorzean to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. Huh, to think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War. That was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, but it gives me heart to see that, despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Mhigo says, well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners. Just you wait and see. Gav, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. Okay. We don't need these. I'll take the help one. Actually, I probably should have taken the materia because they're selling like hotcakes right now. People gearing up for the next tier. The tale will need to be spread far and wide if it is to help the resistance draw new recruits. Fortunately, Mhigo is eager to see to that. I leave you in my officers' capable hands, and them in yours. Mhigo, the tale of our victory in East End will be known to every Ala Mhigan from the fringes to the peaks. When I am through, you'll see. Alright, hard country. Okay, back to Alagana. Oh, we got two things here. We got Griseldis. She's here, but her mind is elsewhere. Best keep your distance if you know what's good for you. Say your piece and move on. Looking for folks down in their luck. Congratulations, you found one. As you can see, my leg ain't what it used to be. Some days I can hardly walk for the pain. Mornings are the worst, especially after cold nights. Hard labor's right out. Too much pain and trouble for others. There's a tea that what helps with it, though. I'd need to grind a chapuli horn and a hornbill talon for the blend. Okay. We can handle that. Eh? You'll go and get some for me? Just like that? You needn't trouble yourself so. Here's somebody named Angry Curl. What are the odds that he's angry? Probably 100%. Angry Curl regards you with suspicion. A new face in Alagana. Huh. What would you ask of me then? A stranger and a generous soul besides? Bollocks. There's not more suspicion than a good Samaritan. Not more suspicious. On the other hand, if you were an Imperial agent, I'd expect you to go about your business with more discretion. Bugger me, you really are here to help, aren't you? Very well, I'll take you up on your offer, stranger. My little brother's working with the rocks by Grim and Enid. Enid? Grim and Enid. He's got something for me. Can you go and get it? Sure. Why not? Right then. Frightened Curl is his name. Ask him for the leftovers. He ought to understand. So we gotta go... Alright, let's go collect our stuff. Here's our chapuli. They look like giant grasshoppers, don't they? Alright, we got that. This area is kind of pretty in its sort of wilderness, sort of, kind of theme, but desert landscapes aren't my favorite to drive around through. I like things to be a little more colorful. Alright, here's a Garlean Hornbill. Go drive over to Frightened Curl now. Ooh, I'm glowing. It's called a flutterini. It's actually kind of pretty. I wonder what Gervinson has to say. Cooking up a tasty stew to fuel our friend quarrying over there. I'd help him by taking up a pickaxe myself, but we'd end up with more stone than we could ever sell. There just isn't that much demand for it nowadays. Frightened Curl says, Here for the leftovers, are you? Not like my brother to send someone in his stead, but so be it. It's all in the sacks over yonder. They're bleeding heavy, mind, so be careful when you pick them up. In unconscionably heavy sacks. Please tell me I don't have to walk them back. Let's see what they say. Chapuli horn makes a fine medicinal tea when ground into a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. Hornbill talon makes a fine medicinal tea when ground into a fine powder and mixed with other ingredients. Okay, unconscionably heavy sacks. You load 10 and 6 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt? Okay. I forgot what song that's a reference to, but it's a song reference. Let's just pour it over there, so we don't have to carry the unconscionably heavy sacks very far. I was afraid it was going to be one of these timed things where you have to run back to them, which if you're way over leveled is not a problem, but if you're close to on level, you know, you like trying to battle stuff along the way. Ah, the new face. You have my leftovers? Yes, we do. Bags and a song. Huh, well I'll be. He actually went and brought the whole lot. Much obliged, much obliged. It's saltpeter for making fire sand, in case you're curious what it's all for. The rocks by the lakes have got good deposits. It ain't hard for my brother to pass for any other plodding quarryman, all the while sweeping bits and pieces off to the side to bundle up and sell to the sutlers what trade with the resistance. It's a living and a way of fighting back, besides our way of spitting in the Garlean's eyes for putting our father in an imperial uniform and shipping him off to some faraway province 15 years ago. Don't know if he's dead or alive even, though if he were alive, he'd not be long for this world if we were caught fighting for the resistance, so this is the best we can do. That's the long and short of it. We do what we can, though we know it's not enough. I think you'll find that most folks here ain't much different. Everybody's got a reason, but in the end, the result is the same. Suppose I just wanted you to know, is all. That we know why you're here, and that even if we can't join you, we wish we could. Griselda says, "You've been gone a while. What brings you back to Alagana?" "Oh, we got your stuff." Oh, I never meant to. I mean, in times like these, you never think people will actually... Just say thank you, lady. This country's hard on people, and it's not just that. The Imperials, they've made it known I'm not to be helped. A dead man's good for one lesson, you know, whereas a live one... You're with the Resistance, right? I suppose there's no reason not to tell you then. My father, God's rest his soul, was deathly sick at the time, and so I'd gone out into the forest, spear in hand, to gather herbs. Then I had the good fortune to run into an Imperial patrol. My weapon marked me as a rebel, or so they said. Not that it'd have made a difference if I'd fought back. I knew what the lot of them were about the moment that Centurion laid eyes on me. Didn't matter in the end, of course. Some people just like to hurt others. By the time I limped back to the hut, it was too late for my father. Too late for me, too. I, and many others, I imagine, help them too if you like. They'll be grateful and say thank you, but beyond that, I wouldn't hope for much. Alright. I wonder what Anselm has to say. I've not even done much today and I'm already knackered. Some days this village just saps the life out of me. Mefred. Mefred is hard at work trying to win over the villagers of Alagana. Trying to see what these are worth. Okay. Ah, there you are, Gav. I've been trying to help the villagers deal with this food shortage of theirs. Recently, the Imperials have been swooping into villages unannounced and seizing supplies in order to prevent the people from stockpiling, in case they might be in league with the Resistance. It's not much, but I've taught them a few tricks to better hide what little they got left. How's Lise coming on, by the way? You'd think people would be more inclined to trust a local girl, assuming they remember her, that is. Well, that's the problem. They don't remember her. She left when she was 5. Like, what, 15 years ago or something like that? I mean, it's kind of hard to go out as a 5-year-old and come back as a grown woman and people recognize you, you know? Cynical youth. It's nothing to say. He's that cynical. No, I didn't mean to. Cynical youth says, and where were you these past 20 years? Where were you when we were being ground under the Black Wolf's boots? On the other side of his bastard wall, living the high life, I'll wager. Lee says, that's not fair. Oh, and who's this? Another one of your freedom-loving friends, deigning to help us poor unfortunate souls? Trying to whip us into a frenzy so we'll go and storm a castrum with our pickaxes and shovels? Leave, all of you, before you bring a cohort down on us all. And you, don't you dare speak like you're one of us. You can't even begin to understand what we've been through. You weren't here, Lise. You weren't here. This is my home and I love it with all my heart. If you truly have any love for it too, you'll keep us out of your doomed rebellion. Lee says, he has a point. No matter what I say or do, it doesn't change the fact I left them behind. But this isn't about me or anyone else. It's about Ala Mhigo. Let's go and find Mefred. Well, we were just talking to him a moment ago. I wonder what Burgard has to say. I haven't talked to him yet, I don't think, or her. Not very often we have visitors, but you're more than welcome, lad. Come to buy some stone, perhaps? What do you do here? Me? Not a great deal, honestly. I'm just a regular Ala Mhigan, Alagana born and bred. I've been here through thick and thin. I was here when the town prospered, thanks to the quarry. I was here when we suffered under the Mad King, and you can bet I was here when the Empire took our town for their own. My dear husband did in his lungs working at the quarry and passed away along with the industry that we once belonged to. I have no more tears to shed. What kind of place is this? Alagana used to be a thriving quarry town. We had the finest stone and the finest quarriers. The village even supplied the stone used to build the royal palace. Plenty came from far and wide to make their fortune here. But once the Empire invaded, stone went out of fashion and cold, harsh buildings made of metal sprung up everywhere. Nowadays, we struggle just to stay alive. Most of the houses here were cobbled together with stone taken from the remnants of the quarry. And some days, that's not even enough food for one meal, never mind 3. Alright, lease. I knew it wouldn't be easy, but... Mefford says, looks like the Elder wasn't the only one unwilling to hear us out. Can't blame him, given what happened at the wall. He says, I thought I might be able to appeal to them as a fellow... I don't know, but if anything, it just made them angrier. I haven't lived through it like they have. Mefford says, I can't claim to know the struggle like they do either, Lise. I ran too, but if I hadn't, I'd never met Gav or the rest of you, and we might not be here today in a position to make a difference. So I don't regret my choices, nor will I apologize for them. There's more than one way to fight. Flustered woman. Help! Someone! Anyone! We need help! Mefford says, I don't like the sound of that one bit. Come on. Miqo'te, the Tribunum and the bloody rat men, they... damn it all! Mefford says, you there, take a deep breath and then tell us what happened. It was all business as usual. The Tribunum's due soon, and we were taking it to the Imperials when the Quaikern attacked. They took my brother and our money. Lee says, took them where? Ruins to the south of here. Was just an old temple before they came, and listen, Miqo'te's the only family I've got left. If I lose him, Cynical Youth says, the ziggurat? If the Ratman took him there, he's as good as dead. He says, we've got to get after them. If there's even a chance her brother is still alive, we have to try. Yeah. Let's go. Does Zelda's have anything? This sodding leg of mine were any good? Flustered woman, you got to hurry! The gods only know what they could be doing to him. Cynical Youth says, you shouldn't get her hopes up like that. Everyone knows the Ratmen eat their prisoners. He says, we could save him if we hurry. Come on! You're right, Lise. We've got to help him. If not for the missing man, then for the Tribunum. The Garleans won't suffer excuses if they're late. I'm gonna grab these up. Mefford understands he must act quickly to save Miqo'te. So, Miqo'te's being held somewhere at the ziggurat to the south, which has been taken over by a host of Quaikern bandits. That about covers it, then. Be prepared for a fight. They may not be the most challenging foes, but there's sure to be a lot of them. See if they have anything new. Okay, nope. Alright, we gotta go down to that ziggurat. Not sure what the fastest route is to go, but we'll go this way. Probably this route's the fastest. Immodest mouse? What does he say? Welcome to Byron's Bread. Come to buy some of our produce, have you? What do you do here? Keep myself busy farming these lands. Although it's hardly the most fertile of soil, and every year the harvest worsens, some days I just want to give up. That being said, it's not as if we can all float on working at the quarry like the old days. Nope. We'd all be better served looking forward towards the future. Our children would not thank us for clinging to the past. What kind of place is this? It's a farm created by my grandfather, Byron. When the quarrying industry began to decline, he chose to become a farmer so he could keep providing for his family. The name Byron's Bread came to be after the villagers developed a saying. Every mother in Alagana knows their bread is buttered by Byron. Grandpa actually passed away before he managed to reap his first harvest. He left the farm to Father and me, and we did our best to make it a success. I'll never forget what Grandpa did for us. His blood and sweat cultivated this land. I would disgrace his memory were I to abandon it. Oh, okay. Bent frond? Oh, my poor back. I spend every waking hour working these rocky fields, and for what? One of the most pathetic harvests I've ever seen. Well, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You really don't have the option to leave. Let's go through the door instead of trying to go through the fence. Please, let me go. I'm begging you. I don't want to die. Hear that? I think it's coming from the top of the ziggurat. Who dares come to loot our man flesh? Ours to eat. Ours to eat. I knew it'd come to this. Kill them quick before they alert the others. Flesh is ours. Hey, thanks for helping, Lisa Medford. Okay. Search the ziggurat. Oh wait, let's see if they have anything to say before we go up there. Oh, I thought you said there'd be no challenge. They weren't. I also said there'd be a bloody host to them. Okay. Too funny. I think we have to go all the way to the top. Uh, 560 yalms to the southwest, if I remember right. Oh, yeah, I can't get there yet. So, access is not available yet. Miqo'te. Kind of fun to do, dragon dive there. By Ralger, what did I ever do to deserve this? I've gone to bed hungry for months. I'm skin and bones. I'd hardly make a snack, much less a meal. Oh, you found him! Wait, are you here to rescue me? Yep, your sister sent us. It's going to be all right. My sister? Oh, Ralger be praised, she's safe. And you lot fought your way in here just for me? To think there are still good, brave folk in this world. Mefford says, we should go before the Quikern return in force. Do you still have the Tribunum? Oh God, it's the Tribunum that the Imperials will be wondering where I am. Oh. The Imperials will be wondering where I am. I have to go. Lee says, what? Right now? In your condition? Recrata says, "You don't understand. We were given a warning last month for being short. If I don't make it in time, there's no telling what will happen to me and my sister." She wants to go after them. And like him, are barely considered people under Imperial rule. They're to work hard and pay their taxes, and if they don't, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Beatings, imprisonment, enslavement. And as for your women folk, well... I'm glad we saved him, but seeing him run off like that, I've got a bad feeling about this. An is one of the titles. I think it's like the lowest possible rank in the Empire, if I remember right. Lisa's never been one to ignore her conscience. Listen, Gav, Meffred, I think we need to go after Recrata. Meffred says, "Wait, you'd better not be thinking of stopping him. You heard what he said. If they don't pay one way, they'll pay another." "I know that, I do, and I don't want to interfere. I just need to see that he makes it there safely." Meffred says, "If that's the sum of it, then fine. Let's head down and see if we can't pick up his trail." Probably could have jumped off the side of the temple, but, you know. Soiled sack. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. I want to say there was something back this way, but I'm not sure. Ah, withered flowers. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. Okay. Chocobo feather. That's probably something of interest. Oh, and we got more stuff here. Okay. Rotting vegetables. Upon closer inspection, you find nothing of interest. In the dirt, you spy a chocobo feather. Any luck? Meffred says, "A chocobo feather, is it? By my reckoning, it came from Recrata's bird, in which case... There's a collapsed bridge just around the bend. Hug the rocks and stick to the shadows. We'll find him soon enough." Search for Recrata's trail. He says, "Can they really see us all the way up there in the tower?" Let's hope not. Any minute now. I expect he'll come thundering around the bend and... Hear that? Get to cover quickly now.
Are they Imperials?
Worse. Skulls. Listen, Lise. Whatever happens, stay hidden and do not intervene. Understood?
What? You there, halt! You know you shouldn't be here. Explain yourself.
Forgive me, sir. I came to deliver the tributum.
Oh, aye. A likely story. Only a fool would dare to come so late. Or, mayhap, a resistance spy.
No, no, you've got it all wrong. I was waylaid by bandits. It's not my fault.
I said halt!
Is this a joke? You don't seriously expect us to believe this is a fifth? How stupid do you think we are?
It is, I swear, on my mother's life.
Spare us. You came late, you lied about bandits, and then you tried to cheat the Empire of its due.
Think you can kill them all? Including the ones watching from the tower? Even if you did, others would come for him and his family. You'd be condemning them all to a life of hard labor. Assuming they didn't just execute them, that is.
But it isn't fair.
No, it's not.
It's your bloody fault we're stuck out here patrolling this godforsaken wasteland. It's your fault I have to listen to people go on and on about how Ala Mhigans can't be trusted. I've worked and toiled harder than any man. I'm a citizen, goddammit. And what are you? A stupid, stubborn little dog who'd sooner bite the hand that feeds him and pine for the good old days.
That's enough! Lord Xenos is expecting our report.
I bet the poor bastard can't believe his luck. He gets to go home. We should do the same.
Black Wolf's Pups. Title of that one. Okay, speak with Mefred. We could have done something instead of just letting it happen. Sometimes in life you get two choices. One bad one, one worse one. And sometimes your only choice is the least bad one. It's not all about bad and good all the time. Mefred says, I've heard their commander was keen-eyed, but gods, that was a near thing. Tears me up inside to see our own kinsmen doing the bidding of the Viceroy. But they made their choice, and if it comes to it, I'll cut down every last one of them myself. I don't know what to take here. Does she have anything new for us? Mefred has no wish to linger unnecessarily. Recrata's alive and the tributum's been paid. It's all that matters for now. I, for one, would rather not wait around to see if the skulls decide to return. We'd best get back to Alagana and tell Ragnfried his man got the job done. Back to Alagana we go. Ragnfrid, we owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Miqo'te told me everything, how you fought with the Quaker and saved his life. He says, for all the good it did, we saw what happened after he met with the skulls, how they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. Ragnfrid says, aye, I reckon you could. Meffred's a warrior, as is your comrade. But you're strong, like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Roger you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Miqo'te and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead. We're alive, and that's more than can be said for only the gods know how many others. He says, that's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you, so long as you get to see another day? Ragnfrid says, that's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, and for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well, I do, but I'm telling you, God's in the heaven as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thank you for your honesty. Ragnfrid says, she may say it, but she doesn't mean it, nor would I expect her to. Her father was stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Does he have anything for us? I knew Curtis when he was younger, golden locks and piercing blue eyes. When I finally looked into hers, I saw at once she was his. Well, she took it better than I expected, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We better go and see if she's all right. Ah, there's our stray. Mayhap you should take the lead in this, Gav. Lisa's sorry about running off like that. Ala Mhigo's terrorizing their own? I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. Well, yeah, you are, Lise. I didn't expect them to, quote, storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Miqo'te to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. I can't claim to know their pain. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Edith. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home. But not mine, is it? Cynical youth. There you are, Lise. Been looking all over for you. Well, you found me. Got something else to say? Cynical youth says, aye, that I do. I said some things to you that before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village. But when one of ours was in need, I was cowering here with all the others. I didn't even think to go after Miqo'te, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. Lisa says, you're asking to join the resistance? Cynical youth says, well, when you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know have been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you lot, but... Meffred says, if your heart bleeds for Ala Mhigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Roger's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Meffred says, still think that this isn't your home? Lise says, no, I was just thinking out loud. Meffred says, and with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let's return to the Reach. Speak with Meffred at Marauder's Reach. I'm gonna repair some armor while I'm here. Let's go on up to talk with Meffred. Alize says, the tale will need to be spread far and wide if it is to help the Resistance draw new recruits. Fortunately, Nago is eager to see to that. He says, if you don't mind, I was thinking of staying here and assisting Meffred with the training of the new recruits. Nago says, the tale of our victory in East End will be known to every Ala Mhigan from the fringes to the peaks when I'm through. You'll see. Conrad, I leave you in my officer's capable hands, and then in yours. Okay, Meffred says. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. He says, no, thank you for giving me an opportunity to find out what our people have been going through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I've heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers. Maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield, but... Meffred says, when, not if. That day will come, Lise. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Ala Mhigo, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons, but they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been much of a talker myself, but who knows, maybe you could be one, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then. I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Gav, Lise, it's been a pleasure. They have anything new? Nope. Thank you for your help in Alagana. I'll admit that I didn't have high hopes when we first set out, but the results speak for themselves. Well done! Does Nago have anything new? Does Lise have anything new? No. Alright, Conrad has a new quest for us. Conrad wishes to thank you for all you've done in such a short time. Conrad says, owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for your service, Scions. Alfino says, I see operations have been proceeding apace in my absence. Lise says, welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Alfino says, indeed. There were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Arenvald. Commander Kemp, if I may, my name is Arenvald Lentinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Ala Mhigo. For an Ala Mhigo where women like my mother are never made to suffer. Pray you grant me this honor. Conrad says, you are a true-born son of Girabania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Eorzean Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in a position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldine that we drop plans for an assault on Castellum Velodina. Minago says, then in the meantime, we will make what preparations we can. I think we got a cutscene here. Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Ala Mhigo.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Oriens and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges, save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work.
Oh, that dry sarcasm. Nice.
The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Ala Mhigo! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
That smile of his. Plot thickens. Alright. Let's talk to these guys real quick. And then I have to call it for today. Alfino says, Arnvald is not much older than I am. We would often chat about this and that whenever I paid a visit to the Waking Sands. I knew he had strong feelings about Ala Mhigo and the occupation, but mayhap I underestimated his passion. Elise says, Menago did well to spread word of our victory in East End. Hardly a day goes by without some would-be recruit arriving, inspired by the tale. Jamoldva? Long ago did I resolve never again to take up sword or spear. First for sport and then entirely. But a chance encounter with young Arnvald served to remind me that not all battles are as empty as those fought upon the blood sands. Arnvald. For a long time I struggled to make sense of that day at the Waking Sands. Why I survived when Abba and Auli didn't. Not anymore. For Matia, Alfino asked for volunteers, so here I am. First Ishgard, now Ala Mhigo. No rest for the righteous. He says it's all happening so fast. Isn't it exciting? Nefer says we won't have much time to train the new recruits, but we'll make the most of it. The Resistance will need every able-bodied man and woman in the field if we're going to take Volodina. Conrad says, I fear it would take longer to rouse the people to action after the disaster at the wall, but it seems our countrymen are not so easily discouraged. Change is on the horizon, my friends. Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Alfino says, mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We are here to help, after all. The three of you may have been busy, but I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. Menago says, we'll be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Okay. Okay, we've got a bunch of quests we'll be picking up here. So we're going to leave it for today for the live stream. We got to get to our cat joke real quick. I'll get back down to the... Alright, here's one. What is a cat's favorite type of fashion? Haute couture. Couture. What is a cat's preferred kitchen tool? A whisker. These are bad. Alright. Alright, cats and kittens, Mama Cat Gamer is signing out for a while. Hopefully we'll be on next Wednesday. You have a great one, cats and kittens. See you soon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. You know, all that jazz. You know what to do and when to do it. So, Mama Cat Gamer is signing out. Have a great one.